Hi, my name's Gemma and I'm mummy to Izzy, who is 9, Ollie, who is 6, Mason, who is 4 and baby Ottilie, who has just turned 6 months old. Having 4 children, I have had various experiences of colicky babies. Ottilie had it, I think, probably the worst out of all of them. I think it was more evident with Ottilie because she's quite a happy, chilled baby usually. So how do you know if your baby has colic? Colic is intense, prolonged periods of crying, which usually occur in the afternoons and the evenings. Your baby can go red in the face and their cry is not like a normal, hungry, dirty, nappy type of cry. With Ottilie, she used to cry so much that she wouldn't even be making a noise, but she'd have tears, and it just was really, really unlike her. It's awful not being able to settle them and feel like you can't do anything to help them. So I'm here today to share with you some tips that I found helped when my babies had colic. So my first tip for helping with colic is a nice warm bath for baby. So we would run Ottie a nice warm bubble bath and she would have a nice splash about, and one, it was probably a distraction, and two, the warm water was obviously helping soothe her poorly tummy. So my second tip is that movement really helped Ottilie. So I would put on some cheesy music, I would put her up on my shoulder and I would bounce and dance around the room. Now, if anyone was looking in the window, they may have thought that I'd totally lost the plot, but I found that it really, really helped distract both her and me from the crying. I always found that wind was the major cause of Ottilie's colic, so my third tip is to make sure that you burp your baby thoroughly. So ways that I used to burp Ottilie that I found effective were to put her up on my shoulder and pat her back. I would also sit her on my lap with my hand under her chin and pat her back and rub her back, and that worked really well. And if those failed, I would always lie her over my knee with her tummy against my leg and rub her back and pat her back, and that would always get her wind up effectively. So my fourth tip is that there are products on the market that can help relieve colic, and our product of choice was always Infocol. We've always used it for our babies when they've had colic. It's suitable from birth, it helps relieve colic symptoms and griping pain, helps to reduce wind, and it has a really nice orangey flavour which they all seem to enjoy. My final tip was when we were having a really bad colicky episode was to put Ottilie in either the pram or the car seat and go for a drive. I found that the vibrations from the pram or the car seemed to help settle her and soothe her, and it also got me out of the house and distracted me from the crying. So the good news is now that Ottilie has turned 6 months, her symptoms of colic have drastically reduced. We very rarely get colicky episodes now, and they do grow out of it. I know at the time it feels like it's never going to end. And it's awful when you have an upset baby, but it will not last forever. I hope these tips have been helpful to you if your baby is suffering with colic. Thanks for watching. Bye!